Brad made it. What do you think we should do? Should we lollygag for 45 minutes, see if it needs to dry any more, then rake it, or bale it as I raked it?
I mean, there's only a couple spots. It's
mostly
pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be a little leathery, yeah. But if we leave it sit on the wagon in the barn for a few days, I think we'll be okay. Because we've baled wetter on accident because the ground was wet. See if we see anything. What might be wet out here? What's this? It's bright, but I'd say that's dry enough.
It's hard to tell by color.
I know, but usually like the brighter spots, not the the camera doesn't always show that off, but typically the brighter spots are where it's greener. Oh, Brad's not green. He's not. Oh. That's like, do we rake it? Or do we bale it like this, or do we worry about raking it? Field's nice and smooth. Or will raking it mix this in better? Thought that was wet, but maybe not. That cloud right there. And of course, it's the only cloud. And that's the one I warned you about earlier, that nasty cloud. It's not going away. That's mildly scary. Yes, it's very scary. I brought a tarp. Yes. So do we just go for it?
Sure.
I got twine. I could probably bale in like third gear if we wanted to.
You gonna wait for it to pass, or?
I don't know. If it starts raining, we have the tarp, and then at least we've got 20 bales that are dry versus none of the bales.
Yeah. Okay. It's moving. It's slow.
Yes. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. Whichever way it's moving, it's not away from us.
No, it's going right over.
Woo! Look at that speed. Aren't we cruising? See if we get our knots through. I put new twine in, that nice new blue twine, got rid of the west. We're gonna have a few bales. Is he gonna go to the right or the left of the tree? Okay, we went to the left. No, we went to the right. Who am I kidding? Speed baling. Yeehaw. This field's smooth enough. It's got to be ready to grab and go. Grab and go. This is going to be crazy to watch. We got it. Or else we would have been dropping it. Woo! This is gonna be a run around. A dual power would be nice. Ooh. Because of the dampness, these could be a little solid coming out, but they're leathery. Ah, we broke a string. Why'd we break a string? Okay. Well, looks like the next one tied. Come on. Come here, hey. We got unlucky probably near the very beginning of the twine. This is supposed to be the good twine. Come on. Save that as a souvenir. Okay. Come on, don't fall until I can get to you. There we go. Whew. hope I don't regret this in a few days. There's that cloud. Maybe we'll go home and spread these out on the floor of the barn, because they are not light. Smells good. I'll say if we were using that orange twine, this would be dicey. Probably would have broken like every bale. Must have that much adrenaline pumping. But the finer hay will pack a little tighter. Now it's going to be one of those things where it'll rain at the field, but it won't rain at the house. We're about 5 miles from home right now. It's another thing I need to advertise. At some point we're going to have that shirtless challenge. I don't know when, because, well, I was thinking maybe today, but for this field, however, that's not going well. Because we're in, well, definitely be a good rush. I mean, it'd be good since we're sitting here speed baling in 3rd gear. Some of this we're going to see how well I had it raked. Unfortunately, I was just cruising with the rake, rolling it up, not necessarily giving much thought. Now, do we rake it? Do we not? And if you look at that, I mean, it's not like it's a big wall, but, you know, 10 minutes of showers will kill us for the day, and they were maybe advocating for more rain overnight. So we're not going to take that chance. Oh, top layer. Glad we're only going 5. Maybe 5 will be too much. Hopefully, well, I'll say hopefully, maybe these will lose some weight when they lose moisture weight. Maybe. Woo! This is probably making you guys sweat at home. It's making me sweat out in the field. Maybe a single windrow, but this almost 4 mile an hour baling speed is getting after it. And I figured the faster baling speed, the faster we make bales, the better. Because if we go too slow, it'll have more plunger strokes to make these really tight and heavy. Or not any too light. If we don't get rained on, I might lollygag around with the rake. Try to see if we can't rake the leftovers into a windrow, maybe. Or you give it a rain in a few days and you won't even tell there was much hay left. Whew. We're doing pretty good, only missed that one bale. Never figured out why. Next knot took. So who's getting dizzy riding on my head, swinging around? I know. Maybe we'll pull you off and let you sit somewhere. I think this isn't a 20-foot wagon. Or that'd be a real dash. Leave a little space at the bottom. Ooh. Gonna come back and get that wafer. Got a bunch of rebale coming through the baler where we broke that one. I gotta tell you what's scary Because when this thing cleans the knot and you see little twine pieces, you're not sure is that broken twine. It's just little twine pieces. That's looking nastier. Come on, stay away. Now Bandit's farm is about 1.5 miles that way. So we're close to Bandit right now. Again. Good thing we don't have like 3 or 4 loads to do today, because I'm like all adrenaline on this first one. I don't know how I'll feel for the second one. We should have timed it. And maybe I'll just yammer on this whole time to see how long it takes to speed bale a wagon load. And make this like a series. Or it may turn out really poor. I'll have to do some speed up action. Maybe we'll have to get a 50-pound bag of salt. Stack it in the barn in 2 days real loose. Kind of like it's not gonna snow, and use the salt inside. See if that works on grass hay. I know alfalfa can be hard to dry at times. I've always thought that salt method was used more with alfalfa. This is one of the joys of lawn hay also. Just cruising along. Oh. And it's not so dusty. This would have been a pretty good shirtless challenge field. Hey, it's not that dry, and I guess it's not that kind of dusty hay, but there wasn't that much for seed heads or stems. Yeah, things are slowing down. Whew. Yeah, it's been a while since we baled second cut. Gotta remember, do we adjust the tension or not? Not sure. We're just going. That end has an anti-dry spot, so we'll let that get some air. Ooh, a little breather. We got a few seconds between bales. This end was a little thinner. Because I'm stacking it short, we're definitely going to need that other wagon. As we get to the center, our laps will get smaller, and we're not going to need as many. We have shorter laps, we'll make the lap faster. So we'll be making fewer shit. That's a thick windrow out in front here. And we have the tongue on the baler set long for clearance. Go ahead and take this out of the way. Oh, it's going to be lazy and do that because I didn't get my top set up very well. Whew. Let's roll. That's my problem, is this is probably the most efficient baling by speed in the corners. There's no dead time. That ugly clouders went that way. And there's still ugly cloud over there. So maybe we rush to bale this. Or Murphy's Law would have taken effect. way it's done, we can breathe easier. And just have a lovely Sunday evening. See, this is what we get for trying to work on a Sunday. I'll report back to you guys if it rains tonight. Sure, we'll be making OLF happy right here. We're racing to make the blocks before it rains. Whew. Should turn that one around too. We got time in the chute. That looks a little green and wet. Spin it. What's out there? Oh, good. Not falling off yet. Yeah, we run though with wagon, or the hitch on the baler long. Because the one field last year where we messed up the chute, catching the edges of the wagon. Don't want to do that again. Red's doing really good at making those nice square corner turns. Following the corners can be tough. Especially, depends on what kind of baler, or how it was raked. I mean, typically we don't sit here and bale in circles, but today, we are. We'll probably bale this faster than I mowed it. Because I mowed it so slow. Oh boy. Yeehaw. I love having this extra wide pickup because it'll pick up whatever the rake was throwing out. And I wasn't going for a tight windrow. Main goal is to get it out. Good thing that is not much hay in that turn right now. Perfect, bale consistency. Ooh. Time to hoist. Okay, we're doing this again. I didn't leave myself enough room. I've been pyramiding my way up too much, getting it too narrow. maybe get nasty over there. I know, stop watching the clouds. Whew. Perfect thing about these lawns that they were mowed short. Obviously, probably no fertilizer, but they keep in a continuous mow and leave the clippings in place. It's always good for nutrient recycling. Just being a quick rake to roll everything, we're pretty well getting it all. That's the one thing I don't miss about that old International baler. Is that if you didn't have a nice tight windrow, it was very hard to pick it all up. And I don't know if we could have done this speed baling exercise. Just the only tight corner of this field. And I asked myself all about it when I mowed it. At least baling in circles, we get a good mix of the hay across the wagon load. There won't just be one patch where there's certain bits. I think we may be too efficient for how much weight we're getting per bale, but I'm not. Still feeling good. If this was a 10-acre field, we would adjust. Whew. Spin your partner round and round. Well, good news is we need the other wagons. I'm probably going to stack this column, only put a few on the ground. We're not going to come anywhere close to filling it. Now remember, kids, keep your edges straight, so that way I can put a bale on top of that. And don't talk to the camera too much because you have hay bales to grab. Yeah, so that minor detail. Now while we're making squares, notice the hay's too nice for rounds, and I don't have to worry about coming back for the round bales that might be left in the field. Oh, there's another one waiting for us. And it's a long one. This thinner hay, yeah, it's all about windrow consistency, but some of that's how consistent the field was, because all I did was I raked exactly what the mower dumped out. Exactly what the mower dumped out. We could. See, we can call it quitsies on this wagon because I'm feeling lazy. And it makes it look like I stacked the wagon faster when there's less on the wagon. We get the other wagon. Yep, I felt lazy fast. We could have probably gone a little faster, but small load. We're over halfway with the field, or probably 2/3 with the field. May only make about 50 bales on the other wagon. We don't even have 100 on here. But I feel lazy. We've count the number of windrows. We've put like 10 laps, I believe. Somebody check the time, how long that took. You missed the wetness. That wasn't fun, but the good thing is we brought the tarped the wagon, and we got rained on by about the hair of our chinny chin chin. The storm just caught us enough where I could see blue sky just barely overhead. It's windy now, and we are going to round a bale. We're gonna make like, I don't know, if we make 3 round bales, it'll be a lot. Brad's rolling it up real quick to a windrow. We got enough to make it wet. The only reason I'm doing this, we're gonna feed it to the cows quick now, these few round bales. The only reason I decided to make the round bales is because we're supposed to get more rain overnight. Then I'll be waiting a few days for it to dry out, blah, blah, blah. And since it's only a few round bales, we'll get it done now. Because if it was 10 acres, just let it sit. But I can feed 3 or 4 round bales quickly, within a week, easily. So Brad's got it quick windrowed up. We got the hijacker spear so we can put the bales behind the square baler on the wagon. And we'll be done. That'll be fun going down the road. People will wonder how they got such big round bales out of that thing. Oh, nice clean thing, almost back to yard. I gotta remember to get one little tuft of hay that's by that tree that we missed with the square baler. Don't rain on me again. We already did that once. You're very close to rain again. It didn't rain at home. It was sunny, dry. So we got the bales sitting out in the driveway in case they got wet, which they kind of did because the tarp didn't go down the pile all the way. There was, the bottom 2 layers were a little exposed. A little bit of moisture dripped on the outside, but with the sun and the wind, it'll dry out fast. Yep, we're wet. But the hay's drying in the barn, mostly. Mostly. The baler's way down there. It's inside. A little less dry. Oh, we finally got rain here at the house. It didn't rain the first time on us. That was lovely. Now the rain's trying to pick up again. This is ridiculous. At least we got the hay done. It's done. You know, our little acre or maybe 2 patch. Yep, it's picking up. So we're gonna walk up here. Yeah, I got soaked coming home the first time with the hay. Brad got a little wet, and now he got really wet. And we ended up making, there's only 2 round bales on the wagon up here, but we made 3 round bales of that wet hay just so we were done fiddling with this field. We'll feed them to the cows, and they'll eat them fast. They like wet hay. Keeps them from having to drink so much water. Well, now it's quitting, and now it's going. Come and go. So this will wrap up our wet lawn haymaking video. And we got the rake home too. It's all home, all home. It's all home. So I'll catch you guys with more fun farming action. And maybe it'll be drier for once.